Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. He's Mike Brenner. I'm Peter Loshak. We are the Odds Couple. It's Week 7 in the NFL. We are talking with Doug Upstone, by far our most favorite, our most popular NFL handicapper right now. He's been getting results, right? 14-3-1 against the spread in his Top Dogs and False Faves show. Right now, we're going to take a look at the Thursday night game, Chicago and Green Bay. And this, if this were a Sunday game, this might be a candidate for one of his picks because Green Bay is 7.5 or 8. The Greek is still hanging 8.5, and the Packers, they lost at Dallas. Apparently, there was sharp action on the Packers to win outright. Brent from BetDSI told us someone bet the Packers, a big list guy, at minus 185 on the money line. Took a big loss with that one. The Packers have injuries. Aaron Rodgers is not quite playing up to his, Hall of Fame reputation. And now they're giving a lot of points on a short week. What do you think? Is the Bears maybe a good play here, Mike Brenner?
Well, you know what? It seems like it's just turning out to be the game of the bad. I don't know. The Chicago's that team's a disaster right now. But last week I saw the Green Bay Packers really, the only fight was that one drive, and then sure enough, Rodgers just screws up and throws an INT. I think something's going on with him, and I think it's mental. This team has no, they just don't seem like they're one unit. There's no power there. I don't know what the hell it is, but across the ball, I'm looking over there, and Jay Cutler and company, I don't know. I just think John Fox probably needs this win more than, I think he might, come out and get it, but I got to stay the hell off it, but I'm dying to hear what Doug says.
Well, the line opened at 9-47, and when I saw that on the opening lines, I said, the Bears and the under seem to be the obvious plays. That is how the market has gone. Now it's 7.5 or 8 and 45.5 or 46. The Bears, though, are 1-5 against the spread. Doug Upson, what's your take on this game?
Yeah, when you look at the Bears, what they need to do to cover is Brian Hoyer. He is what he is. He's a backup quarterback. He can move the chains if he throws the ball short, and especially out towards the sides, not down the middle, because he doesn't have the velocity to do that consistently. The big problem and why the Bears lost against Jacksonville, why they lost against Indianapolis, is because once they got inside the opponent's 35-yard line, he did not do the job. The offense didn't work, and they just didn't make a concerted effort to get the ball to Alshon Jeffries. I would assume that would be the case, going up against Green Bay, especially with the Packers having their top 3 cornerbacks out. And let's face it, those guys on a short week are not going to turn into Josh Norman in the next 4 days. So I think from that standpoint, they got some advantages. And also, Chicago has a pretty nice pass rush going these days, especially with Willie Young. So I think they got some advantages. Now, the Packers, as you mentioned, it's been 16 games now since Aaron Rodgers was the Aaron Rodgers we're used to. So absolutely right. Something is clearly amiss, and I think that Denver found that out last year by playing a too deep coverage and playing the more pressure on the wide receivers. And that offense with McCarthy and Rodgers has been around now basically for 10 years. Obviously, Favre was in there the first couple of years, but it's the same offense. And so there really hasn't been any changes. Teams have figured it out. These receivers are not dynamic in being able to get away from people. So when I look at this game further, I obviously like the 9 better, but I think taking Green Bay is sort of a treacherous pick, even at 7.5. I just don't see where they have what it takes right now. They're dysfunctional. Their cornerbacks, like I said, the cornerback situation isn't good. I think the Bears with the points is the better play. As you mentioned, certainly would not be my favorite play of the week, but I think it's the stronger play, and I certainly would not want to give points give points and the Packers.
All right, 7.5 or 8, 45.5 or 46 is the total. I don't know. I might give an official play on this one later on.
I was going to ask if you had an official. Come on, Pistol.
It's just I like the opener of Bears +9. I like the opening under 47, but now you're losing a point or point and a half on both of those. It's cutting a little bit close. I'm not going to go official yet. What do you think?
I wanted to ask Doug. Hey, Doug, what do you think also across the other side of the ball? You got John Fox. His seat is so hot from being on fire. If there's ever a game he has got to win, this has got to be the game. Do you agree to that?
Yeah, I do. And, and the Bears, I believe, are 4-13 against the spread against the Packers in most recent games. But 3 of the covers came at Lambeau Field, and 2 of them were outright winners, including last year's Thanksgiving night game, if you might recall.
That's
so,
right.
Chicago has some confidence playing at Lambeau. It's not the same thing at Soldier Field, certainly, but at Lambeau, with that many points, I think you have to at least look that direction with Chicago.
All right. Well, I think we have our analysis. Great analysis, always, Doug Upstone. We have our leans and picks. As of right now, though, neither Mike Brenner and I are going to go official, right, Mike?
No, I'm not going official on this, but I'm pulling for Doug.
All right. Doug Upstone, thanks so much. I'm sorry?
No, I'm just laughing at Mike.
He's just laughing at me because I'm pulling for Doug.
Yeah, Doug Upstone, just for our viewers, how strong of a play is this? Would this be an official pick for you or just a lean?
It'll definitely be just a late.
Okay, thanks, Doug.
Appreciate it,
Thank
Doug.
you.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.